Hi, hello, welcome back to Sri's channel. Today let us discuss few more types of pronouns, but before we get started into, please subscribe my channel and press bell button. So what is an emphatic pronoun? What are emphatic pronouns? Emphatic pronouns are personal pronouns only, but they are used for emphasis. Emphasis means stress. We use personal pronouns to stress our intention, then it is called as emphatic pronouns. For that we add self or selves to our personal pronouns for stressing. Okay, for example, I did it myself. So remove first myself and read once again. I did it. So it means that you have done something. But if you use myself there, you're stressing that you have done it without any others' involvement or participation. So you have done on it. You have done it on your own. It means that I did it myself. So myself is used along with the personal pronoun I to stress. Okay. She herself cooked the food. So no one helped her, she alone cooked the food. She herself cooked the food. They themselves went there. No one took them, they only went. So they themselves went there. So like this we use personal pronouns for stressing or emphasis. It creates emphatic pronouns. So coming to reflexive pronouns. Reflexive, the name itself indicates something is getting back. So what is that something? When an action done by the subject affects or reacts or reflects upon the subject, they are called reflexive pronouns. As the name itself indicates or suggests that something is getting back, that is nothing but the action done by the subject. Suppose I looked into the mirror. If I look into the mirror, I'll see my face, not some other's face, right? So my face is reflected back to me. So the same way, when action is done and if the subject itself gets the reflection or the effect of the action, then it is said to be reflexive. For example, I cut myself. So no one cut me. I cut myself. Here cutting is the action which was affected by myself. So the action is being reflected to subject. She cut herself. No one cut her finger. Something else. She cut herself. So if the action is reflected back, then it is said to be reflexive pronoun. If suppose she cut onion, so she is cutting the onion, not her. Action is, the subject is not affected by the action. But she cut herself. She is cutting herself. So she is getting the pain. She is getting the injury. So if the action reflects back, it is said to be reflexive pronoun. Or if the subject reflects or reacts or gets affected, then it is said to be reflexive pronoun. So self, selves are added to the various compound personal pronouns. Here one more word, compound personal pronouns. Compound personal pronouns are nothing but if we add self or selves to personal pronouns, they turn to compound personal pronouns. Okay, so by this time you might have got a doubt. She said myself, herself, themselves. Okay, but how to write them? You might have got a doubt. For that there is a solution. This is the solution. For my as personal pronoun, reflexive pronoun will be myself. He, himself. She, herself. It, itself. We, ourselves. Why we have used ourselves? Self indicates singular, selves indicate plural. So we, ourselves. You, yourself or yourselves. Because for singular case we use yourself. You yourself should come. If it is plural, yourselves. You should do your work by yourselves. They themselves. So myself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourself and yourselves and they themselves are used as reflexive pronouns, and if they stress, they are used as emphatic pronouns. I hope it is clear. Coming to demonstrative pronouns are used to point out things or thing commonly used in English in spoken language. The words this, these, that and those are demonstrative pronoun when they stand alone. Keep in mind this point, when they stand alone. Why did they use when they stand alone? It will be clear with this note. For example, first let us talk about demonstrative pronouns. This is the place for you to meet him. So this, we are pointing out the place. So this, that two nearer objects, this. Nearer, singular one, this. Near, farer, far away, singular, that. That I shall never see. These are my friends. So nearer, singular, this. Far away, singular, that. Nearer, plural, these. Far away, plural, those. And here, why I asked you to remember the point, when they are used alone, only they are called as demonstrative pronouns, because if they are used with nouns, that's what the noun states here. If suppose this, that, these, those are used along with nouns, they become demonstrative adjectives, because the word which describes any noun becomes adjective. Since they are pointing out, they are called as demonstrative adjectives. So I hope it is very clear. If they come along with nouns, it is demonstrative adjectives. If they come alone, they are demonstrative pronouns.